What is happening, guys? It's your boy TC back with another video. So we're talking about Denis Suarez in this video. So a lot of rumors and a lot of news have been circulating around a possible move for Denis Suarez from Barcelona over to Arsenal. So as it stands at the moment, the news that has come out today suggests that the player is keen on a move to Arsenal, and the reason being that he's got limited opportunities at Barcelona. Over the last 3 seasons, if you like, he's only made 69 appearances overall, and during that time really he has scored 8 goals. So of course he's a small matter of replacing Aaron Ramsey, who's obviously on his way out. So the club has certainly refused to give him a new contract, and we definitely know that he's going to be leaving. He's obviously been a vital member of the first team over the years, joined us at a very young age from Cardiff, and of course we do need to find a replacement as soon as possible. So some reports were suggesting that Aaron Ramsey will be heading for the exit door this month, really within this transfer window. If that is the case, the club certainly needs to find a replacement, even though Aaron Ramsey has played a big part this season. He has certainly come on at times and actually changed the game, and he has been an important player, as I've said, over the seasons. So Denis Suarez has been identified as that player that can come in and replace Aaron Ramsey. Is that the case? I believe so. I believe he's a very good, or has the potential to be a very good replacement for Aaron Ramsey, purely because I believe the scouting system, or the process of identifying players, actually works since the departure of Arsene Wenger. We are seeing that players are being identified to actually address issues that currently exist, and the main issue as it stands at the moment is the issue of being able to replace Aaron Ramsey. And Denis Suarez, I do believe that he is the right player that can certainly replace Aaron Ramsey. Will we get as much out of him as we did Aaron Ramsey? I don't know, in terms of his injury history, etc. But he does seem to have an eye for goal, even though his goals are certainly very minimal in terms of the amount of appearances he has made for Barcelona over the time. Of course, he is a central midfielder. Not a lot of central midfielders will produce the goals, but he does seem like the perfect fit to replace Aaron Ramsey in terms of the playing style. Is quite similar, in my opinion. He's very industrious, quite skillful, if you like, as well on the ball, and I do believe that once he beds into the team, he gets a good run of games, he can produce the goods for the team. So of course, what do we know about Denis Suarez? Of course, he's 25 years old, capped once for Spain in the senior squad, that is, and of course he started his career at Celta, and that was Celta B. Also played for Manchester City in his younger years, and that was between 2011 and 2013. So he is sort of a journeyman, if you like, and then he obviously made the move to Barcelona. Since then he has been on loan a couple of times since he joined Barcelona, but his chances and opportunities in the first team have been extremely limited, and I'd love to see him at the club. Hopefully the deal can be ironed out. So the news is suggesting that the club are potentially looking for a loan deal that can turn into a permanent deal, and the stipulations for this loan move will be that the player comes on loan this month, and then at the end of the season Arsenal do have an option to pay either between 15 to 20 million pounds to get the player on a permanent basis. Supposedly as well, Denis Suarez does have a release clause in his contract that will allow him to leave if a fee up to the amount that's in the release clause, or that's in the contract, is actually put on the table from another club. And the club that's most likely to make this deal happen, of course, is Arsenal. The player is supposedly keen on a move to the Emirates, of course, and he does know, or has had, a working relationship with Unai Emery in the past. And the question I wanted to put forward as well is, are players now willing to move to Arsenal purely because of Unai Emery? Because of course in the past we've had players reject moves to Arsenal for multiple reasons over the years, but I do believe the key factor there at the time was Arsene Wenger. Of course, Arsene Wenger commanded a lot of respect within the game, of course, but towards the latter years of his career, a lot of players were seeming to shun Arsenal purely because we had stagnated as a club, as a team moving forward. Our playing style hadn't really revolved over the years, He was a man who stuck to his ways. So I'm assuming now players are looking at Arsenal thinking, right, they've got a good manager in place. And in this case, Denis Suarez has played under Unai Emery before. So of course, it does bring some sort of element of attraction to the club, to these players, based on the fact that we've changed management and players can see the direction the club is heading. But my main concern, yet again, we talk about this every single video, which is regarding transfers, is the lack of transfer funds. Unai Emery came out back in December reiterating the fact that he doesn't have funds to spend within this window. But in my opinion, is this a ploy to obviously try and lower expectations amongst the fans in terms of keeping the expectations really, really low? Of course, we know this is his first season. He's barely stepped through the door, so of course we want him to do well. I personally want him to do well, but it doesn't seem as if the owners and the board want him to do well. There's no backing whatsoever. I do believe he will be going up to the hierarchy within the club, asking for funds to strengthen in certain areas. And if we do want to get into the top four, I do believe that if Aaron Ramsey leaves this month, we need to get a replacement in. We don't have a sufficient squad to be able to then push for that particular position or get back into the Champions League. So during his time at Barcelona, of course, as mentioned, he's made 69 appearances, scoring 8 goals. That is Denis Suarez. But so far this season, his opportunities have been extremely limited. He's been limited to 4 appearances overall this season. So you can see why he wants to head for the exit door. But of course, as I said, I hope the club can iron out a move for this player. We do need a direct replacement. Of course, Aaron Ramsey, I believe he has stayed professional throughout. He hasn't done tools such as what we saw with Alexis Sanchez a year or 2 ago. And essentially, he's still playing. He's remaining professional. So you can see there's some sort of attachment and some sort of love for the club that Aaron Ramsey is exhibiting there. But of course, this one is obviously still a developing story. I will try and keep you up to date as much as possible. As usual, guys, please do let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to the channel, please do make sure that you do hit that subscribe button. So once again, guys, it's your boy TC from I'm Gonna Talk TV, and I'm out.